G'day. Straight off the bat, this is going to be a pretty drone-specific video. However, since it got recommended to you, it might be worth sticking around to listen to what it's about. And if you still hate it, you can bugger off then. Essentially what we'll be doing is we'll be going through how to inject timecode into your DJI, at least Mavic video files. We'll also take a look at the LRF files that get generated alongside of your regular full resolution MOV or MP4 or ProRes, whatever you're shooting in. And we're also going to take a look at compiling a bunch of the data that's sitting within some subtitle files that you can generate, and basically mapping them all into a KML to plot them into Google Earth. So it's all pretty cool, like the way it turns out and how easy it is once you have the material, which I'll provide the majority of for you. Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool little free program that you can use, because basically from the outset, once I started filming with this Mavic, what would really cheese me off in the edit process was not having a time code to align to my ground cameras. So fix that. Don't have to pay 30 euros for a tool that I'll only use for time code injection. And this, as I said, works really quickly. Once you've got it plugged in, which again is like it's a 2-minute config, and then you're pressing play and you're starting to convert some of your files. So yeah, you're going to need 4 things for this. First one is going to be a drone. I mean, obviously. And its controller, because we need to jump into the settings and make some changes. To do that, you'll need to turn your drone on. Surprise, surprise, you're going to need to turn your controller on. And once this is all spooled up, we're going to head downstairs. We're going to take it from there. Welcome to downstairs. All right, once this controller spins up and we are connected to the aircraft, what we're going to do, we're going to hit that little 3 dot top right. We're going to go into camera. We're going to scroll down to video back up to video subtitles. Click that baby on and we are done. Second, you're going to need to go and shoot some footage. So go on, welcome back. Now, each clip will comprise of 3 files. We have your MOV or MP4. This is obviously your high resolution file. The LRF, which is actually a DJI proprietary proxy. What we're going to do, we're going to convert that to an MP4, and we're going to be able to then use it as a proxy in your editing software, my editing software. And then we've got the SRT, which is obviously a subtitle file. What we do with the SRT is we scrape out the first time code here, we inject that into the new file, and then we also take out the lat long relative altitude and we punch that into a KML, and we'll be able to put that in Google Earth, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Third thing you're going to need is FFmpeg. Now, I've put a copy of that alongside the script in the link in the description. Don't use that. Don't take exes off randoms on the internet. It's just there to show you what you need. Head over to the FFmpeg site, download a hash verifiable, no virus version. Who knows? I might have given you a virus. I didn't. Maybe I did. I didn't. But who knows what's on my PC anyway? It may be infected. Now, let's go and run the script, shall we? Spin up ISE, PowerShell ISE. Paste in the script. You've got 2 things you need to update. You've got your target folder. That will be wherever your videos are. Note also, this will run through subfolders. It's a recursive scan and process. So you can just sit it at the top. If you've got multiple days and things like that, just run it over the whole thing. That's pretty handy. I love recursive work. And I'm going to save my KML to the same location. That's all you need to do. Your path, your second path, press run. Away she goes. So this script will instruct PowerShell to scrape the SRT for the timecode data and use FFmpeg to copy all the tracks to a new video file. It then names the new file with a trailing TC suffix. And then I could go into more detail. I really don't need to. It works. It's obvious what's going on in there. There's no hidden code or anything like that. That's the beauty of PowerShell. So this will not replace your CASA requirements if you are a licensed remote pilot, okay? But, you know, it's a nice little good to have, and it can go alongside your flight logs. So here we've got the proxy. As you can see, it's lowish quality. It's a bit better, but that's the thing with proxies, isn't it? They're nice and lightweight. So let's spin up ye old Google Earth and see what this does. We're going to add a new KML. I hate how it does that. And here's my flight path that I've just created. I'm just going to leave it on map features. Go away. Here we go. It doesn't take too long. I haven't done this for days and days and days. I'm not quite sure, but not quite sure as to how long that might actually take. But look how cool this is. Pretty sweet. You can go right in and it'll show you your elevation profile throughout the course of that flight, or that clip, actually, not that flight. I love it. It's a super light file. I'd be surprised if this was like 2 meg. Let's go take a look. Nailed it. What do you know? There you go. To wrap things up, I suppose we better prove this works. Let's head over to DaVinci, and what we're going to do, we're going to check out, make sure that the timecode is injected. Here is my original file, 2410 timecode. 241TC, bloody timecode, you ripper. But let's have a look at these proxies, shall we? So as you can see, we're running at a 3840 2160 resolution here. All you need to do to add proxies in DaVinci is head right click. You can do this in a bulk as well. Right click proxy media relink, because it, individually, you can choose this yourself. Proxy. There we go. Now, just to demonstrate for the bulk, let's go and select a bunch of TCs, drag them in, and we will go proxy, relink, choose the folder, don't need to choose all the files individually, thank God. Bang, 1280s, we can just dump them in. Now we're running on proxies. Glorious, love it, me too, fantastic. Hope you enjoyed the video. You know, a sub would be nice, but you know, don't feel obliged. I'm going to be dropping some more projects and tutorials in the future, no doubt, as I tend to move my way through PowerShell. But if you want to stick around for that, then do that. Notifications. I don't drop too much. It's not too annoying, hopefully. Thanks. See ya.